Yeah. Good evening, all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold nearly 17 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 8 plus years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. Well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, right? URL. So before I start, right, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not?
Clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear.
Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes.
Fine. Thank you. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following topics, right? So yes. So for your general queries, I'll be giving time for you at the end of the session right now. So why Python? So Python is not a kind of technology, right, which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. It was introduced in the year 1989. Why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom? The reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, that what we'll be discussing, and who can learn Python, and what are the prerequisites for learning Python. There are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python, right? Python syntaxes look like normal English statements. They're not as complex as other programming, right? And how Python was built by taking the advantages and features from different other programming language. Right. How Python was built, right? By taking some features from one programming, by taking other features from other programming. So in this way, from multiple programming languages, it has taken the features, right? Yes. Yes. And Python real-time applications. What kind of applications can we can develop by using Python, right? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications. Before you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of tech applications are getting developed. Python usage. Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Python features. Python comparison with other programming, right? Python comparison with other programming, right? Coding wise, length wise, complexity wise, you can check how simple the Python statements as compared with other programmings, right? And reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Yes. Python scope and job market. What is the scope of Python? What is the job market of Python? Okay. What is the current job market and what is the scope of Python in the coming years? Starting with why Python, right? It's a general purpose programming. Python is a general purpose programming, right? Means any kind of applications we can develop using Python. Python is a general purpose programming. Any kind of applications we can develop, right? So before Python, there were some programming languages. If we heard about like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? Pascal, Fortran, and COBOL. This Pascal and Fortran, they are used for complicated mathematical applications and for scientific applications. COBOL for business applications. These languages are purpose-based languages, right? They're used for a specific purposes, not for all the purpose. This, but a language which is suitable for developing any kind of application, such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. So Python is such a kind of programming where we can develop any kind of applications. So Python is such a kind of programming where any kind of applications like automation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, wide varieties of applications we can develop, right? And today, like Python is the mostly chosen programming language for implementing different environments in different high-end technologies. And multi-programming features means if I take a labor example, right? Yes. If you want to release a new mobile phone into the market to attract the customers, right? If you embed all the features of different other mobiles, right? All the features, right? It's going to attract the customer. In the same way, Python is a kind of programming where we can see the features of all the other programming languages within it. That's why we call it as a hybrid language. Python is a hybrid language. It has got all the features of all the other programmings. And high level language. There are two types of languages, right? Yes. Two types of languages. There are two types of languages, right? Yes. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level languages and high level languages. Low level language and high level languages, right? Yes. Low level languages, example of low level languages like assembly level language, low level language like assembly level language, right? Yes. These languages, they are firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable, right? Assembly level language, not human understandable. They are not portable and not human understandable. They are not portable, right? And machine machine dependent cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Machine dependent means it cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Okay, so not human understandable, they are not portable, machine dependent, cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. And high level languages like Python. They are human understandable, high level languages like Python. They are human understandable, they are portable and machine independent, right? Can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. It's human understandable. They look like normal English statements. Portable, we can carry them, right? Machine independent. Machine independent means can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Next. So general purpose means any kind of applications we can develop, multi-programming features, any kind of, it's a high level language. interpreted language, interpretation language, right? Yes. We have got compilation languages and interpretation languages. Compilation, interpretation. Compilation, example like C language. Interpretation language, right? Python. See, this in the case of compilation languages, right? Yes. The entire code executes at once and displays the errors, if any. Python, right? Yes. Line by line execution, right? Which makes debugging easy. Line by line execution is going to happen, right? Interpretation. So Python is a interpretation language, high level language, multi-programming, general purpose, and user-friendly programming and programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements. Python is a cross-platform language which can run on any platform like Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Especially for Linux, right? No need of any installation. By default, in any Linux, right? By default, in any Linux operating system, right? By default, you get Python as inbuilt. Okay. Okay. Now, Python has got what features? Python has procedural oriented programming features. Has got procedural oriented programming features. Example like C language. Right? And Python has got object-oriented programming features. Object-oriented programming features like C++, Java. And it has got scripting features. Python has got what? Scripting features. Scripting features like Linux shell script. Like shell script. Procedure-oriented programming, object-oriented programming, scripting features like shell script. Modular programming features. Modular programming features like Modular 3. Procedural-oriented programming features, object-oriented programming features, scripting features, and modular programming features. Yes. So the two major programming languages that in the today's industry, right? Python and Java. Python and Java are the two major, right? Yes. So if you see Python and Java are the two major programming languages in the year 2010, if you go back like the year 2010, right? Yes. Java is mostly used in the industry, right? Java is mostly used with 43% usage. Yes. And Python in 2010, nobody knows that there was a programming language, right? Like Python, the only 3%, right? Only 3%. In the year 2020, 10 years later, right? The Java usage. I'll just show you some proofs for this. Just I'll open Google and I'll show you, right? The percentage usage of each programming languages. Right. 31%. So Python is the mostly used and number one ranked programming language today with many different types of applications creations. So if you talk about this, Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java programmer application. But with Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, different varieties of applications we can develop, right? So what kind of applications we can develop today by using Python? Python real-time applications. So I'll just brief you one by one, right? Where exactly this Python is used in the industry. Yes, Python mostly used in creation of web applications today. Web applications. So web applications means you may immediately say that, right? Okay, from the last 20, 25 years, right? From last 20, 25 years, Java.NET are mostly used. Java and .NET are mostly used, right? For developing web applications. Why again? Python. Python means it has got some frameworks. Python has got frameworks like the Django framework. The Django framework, right? At a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. At a rapid speed, we can develop a web application, right? Yes. This Django provides many flexible options, flexible features provided by this Django framework. So it has got its own database also. It has got its own database like SQLite 3. Yes. And also of web applications and automation applications. Automation applications, right? Yes. Automation applications, many automation applications using the technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, right? IoT, using technologies like DevOps, right? So if you talk about this IoT, Internet of Things, it is a physical networks or device. It's a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, electronics, all right, to transfer data, to exchange the data and controlling the data from the place where we are, right? So simply saying like electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other, right? Yes. So for data science also, right, it's we have got like blend of techniques, data science, right? So like for everything deals with the data and using data or using data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clusterings, data recommendation. So the main technique what we see in data science. So the main technique what we see here is ML, machine learning, right? Yes. So we have got many machine learning techniques. Many machine learning regression, classifications, clusterings, recommendations. So to implement that, right, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen and mostly used programming for machine learning, deep learning, and for this data science environment, right? Where Python is providing many modules towards this and even in this IoT, right? 90% of this coding in Python. And even DevOps, right? Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of modules and libraries, right? Where we can reduce the time taken by the DevOps life cycle, right? And apart from this, one more major area like in big data environment, right? Python is mostly big data. For big data applications, I'll take just a minute in explaining where exactly Python used here. You have seen like KBs of data, MBs of data, GBs, terabytes, petabytes, exabytes, zettabytes, etabytes, zottabytes, so on. So you should have seen KBs, MBs, or GBs, or even TBs, but petabytes of data, right? But petabytes or exabytes of data generation. Do you think like petabytes or exabytes is it getting generated? Yes. Social media like Facebook, right? Generating petabytes of data. 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs. So petabytes of data is getting generated, right? In a minute, how many posts and videos are getting circulated in Facebook? To each and every post and video has to be saved, right? What should be the storage capacity? What should be the storage capacity, right? Yes. Of this Facebook. And what is the data generated by Facebook in a minute? Not in MBs or in GBs, right? Petabytes of data. Not only like Facebook, right? Today, any application generating huge data. You take 1 minute transaction, right? Example like Facebook generating huge data. Twitter tweets keeps on generating. Or if you talk about the Google queries, right? You are be querying in the Google, right? If you got any query. And YouTube videos upload. What should be the storage capacity to store all the videos? Similarly, like millions and trillions of users have got email or Gmail messages. What should be the storage capacity to store all those? Bank transactions, right? Telecom transactions. Or e-commerce sites like Flipkart, Amazon, right? Like huge data is getting generated everywhere, right? To handle this huge data, right? We have got some big data tech tools available, right? Yes. Once again. So we have got some big data available, big data tools, right? Like Hadoop and Spark. If you have got you heard about this Hadoop and Spark, both are used for storing and processing. See this Hadoop especially used for storage and processing. Spark very high speed processing, right? So they are implemented using languages like Scala, Python. So Spark with Python, we say like PySpark. So here also, right, very high speed processing, which uses Python for its computation. Apart from this, various other applications where Python is used, I list out one by one, right? In scientific applications. In scientific applications. We have got CP. Numerical for numerical analysis, right? For numerical analysis. For numerical analysis, we have got NumPy. Yes, for scientific applications, for numerical analysis, and for GUI or GUI animations, right? For GUI animations, we have got a model called like TK Inter model, right? We have got like TK Inter. And apart from this, for scheduling tasks, and for today, Python mostly used in game development, right? Lot of games are getting developed, right? Yes, lot of games are getting developed, right? Okay. Single user, multi-user online games, especially for game development, Python providing a framework, right? Pygame is a framework given by Python for developing games in Python. Apart from this, we have got like PyCara and we have got like PySoy, some 3D rendering libraries, right? Yes, for 3D games. Apart from this, Python is also used for, yes, testing or test cases. Apart from this, right, Python for business applications, For business applications, Python is one of the best choice, right? For business applications, Python is one of the best choice in developing e-commerce sites, websites. Apart from this, Python is also used for software development. Right? Yes. Software developers make use of Python as a support language. Apart from this, right, Python, for one of the hottest application of Python, like database applications. Python can connect with any database. Yes. Apart from this, Python can also be used for audio and video applications. Apart from this, right, audio and video applications, some of video and audio applications which already got developed, like Team Player, C Player, some of those, right? Team Player, C Player, some of these examples. Apart from this, right, Python can also be used. Python can also be used for web scraping data from different scraping data from different websites, extracting data from different sites. And apart from this, right, Python is also used for other environments, right? For CAD or 3D CAD applications, right? Apart from this, right, yes, audio video applications, web scraping, CAD applications. And for embedded applications, one of the famous embedded applications, Raspberry Pi. What is it? Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. And apart from this, Python can be used for computer vision, for network applications, right? One second. Network applications, especially for network applications, right? Python is providing a framework like Twisted Python. And apart from this, computer vision, right? For color detection, face detection, and for object detection, right? Yes. For data analysis. Okay. In robotics. Apart from this, like desktop applications, single user applications, right? Yes. Okay, these are some mostly used applications, right? Mostly in web applications and data. Okay, data science environment, in big data environment, in GUI, in game development, right? These are mostly preferred. And who are using Python? Just I'll take some 10-15 minutes more. Who are, before I just brief you about the trainings, other things, right? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python. Google using Python for its web search system. Python, Google is one of the best example of Python web applications, right? The Google web crawling is first written in Java. It was rewritten in Python, right? Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python. Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python practicality. Yes, Python hybrid features. Apart from this, there are many other applications like Quora, Reddit, Reddit, Pinterest. And some other applications like the popular OTT platform like Netflix uses Python, right? Yes, for security, automation, subscription related things, right? Yes. MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Yes, massively multiplayer online games. And the Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python for its computation. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python for its computation. And apart from this, Python is also used for inbuilt in this BitTorrent for this file sharing service. And also Python can be used. Yes, iRobot for military and commercial applications and for hardware testing purpose. For hardware testing purpose, right? Yes. Companies like Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they use IBM, all this they use Python for its hardware testing purpose. So these are some of those applications, right? Built using Python. In this way, many more applications we have got, right? We are going to see in the coming days. So yes. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Yes. Reasons which makes it okay. Very less coding you see in Python. First thing is very less coding as compared with any other programming, not even 1/4 coding. Second is simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes, they look like normal English statements. Multi-programming features. Okay. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, multi-programming features. Interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode. This interactive mode is given by only Python. No other languages provides this interactive mode. Means statement by statement, I can interact with Python. For every statement, it gives response, right? Type CMD in the search. Just to type Python here and say enter. Python 3.11.5, right? The version of Python has to be displayed. Can you see this three arrow symbol? Any valid Python statements, 4 plus 5, I'm asking. It gives response, right? 45 into 26. It gives response. X is 10, no need to define the data types, y equal to 20. What is x, what is y, what is x plus y, what is x minus y, x into, sorry, x minus y, x into y. Any valid Python statements, x into 2, x to the power means double star, x equal to hello, x into 3 prints for 3 times, x into 5 prints for 5 times, right? In this way, you can interact statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. And wide varieties of applications that just now was briefing you about those wide varieties. Many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries that 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different domains, right? Yes. So yes, so these are the reasons which makes Python super popular. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, multi-programming features, interactive mode, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries. So now just I'll open Google and I'll show you, right? The usage popular coding language. Just I'll type popular coding language, right? Yes. So JavaScript and Python are the two major programming languages, right? Yes. Observe here, right? The most popular programming language. So Python here, Python stands #1 rank programming. Next comes Java, other things. So here, Python remains the most popular programming language. Yes, can you see in the year 2022, the most in demand programming language of 2022 based on LinkedIn job postings in USA and Europe. Python first, next comes Java, JavaScript, other things, right? Yes, in the year 2021 also you can see this, right? Most popular programming language used by top 25 unicorns, Python, next Java, next JavaScript. The year 2021 you can see, right? Yes. Python is the #1 rank, Java, JavaScript, C, C++, Go. So here #1, Python is the #1 ranked programming, right? Can you see most popular programming languages here, right? Python, next comes JavaScript and Java. Yes. So if you see that, if you see this circle, right? If you can see this big circle, the usage of Python 31%, I said, the usage of Java 19.6%, and the usage of C++ 9.8, Ruby and C language 6.1%, right? So Python is the mostly chosen one, right? Most popular programming languages in, okay, fine. Python is the number one rank. Next comes JavaScript, Java, and other things, right? Ranking by volume of job openings, Python and SQL are, right, has got equal, right, rank for volume of job openings. And if you see the job opportunities for Python, so just say Python jobs. Python jobs, right? Say enter. Yes. Can you see here, right? 22,958 jobs openings, right? Yes. 6,000 jobs apply to this, right? Now, thousands of jobs in Python, right? Yes, and people who know Django are very less if you just update with Django framework, like Django, the Django jobs, right? Yes. The Django jobs, right? 23,390 Django jobs. People who know Django are very less. The two who has got command and Django is very less, right? Yes. A lot of jobs for Django and Python. So as part of the course content, just will be discussing these following topics, right? Why Python, history of Python, applications, features, versions, installations, right? And Python operations, Python modes, interactive mode, batch mode, addressor IDs, Python data types, variables, comments, input output statements. So I will be just showing you, okay, operators in Python, IDs in Python, different types of IDs, right? Like PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, all these integrated development environments, right? Flow control statements, looping, strings, collections, Python list, tuple sets, dictionaries in brief, right? And functions, functional programming, arguments, default, non-default, keyword and non-keyword. Yes, lambda functions, filter functions, reduce functions, right? Modules in Python. Yes, packages in Python, errors and exceptions, file handling, object-oriented programming concepts in regular expressions, database connectivity, Python data, Python, right? Data and time, OS module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, right? And Excel workbook. Yes, Python pandas, introduction to pandas. Yes, pandas model in brief, introduction to data science, and NumPy model in brief, and matplotlib model. So 30 topics in brief it will be discussed. And people who go for full stack like the Django in brief with 15 to 20 applications creations, right? I'll be doing you parallelly. You'll be doing along with me. Yes, 15 to 20 applications creations. The Django views, the Django templates, the Django admin models, advanced concepts, right? And UI technologies, right? Like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? So as for 1 second. So first thing is Python. Python core advanced application oriented modules, like it takes nearly 70 hours. The fee structure is just 5K an offer batch, and people who wants to go for full stack. full stack, right? So they go with first we'll update with web development technologies, web development like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Apart from this, right? Apart from this, like the Django framework, the Django framework like 15 to 20 apps creations plus project. So for all this, right? For all this, the fee structure is like 7K. But if you take as a single package, it is 10K. So you can see in that, so that DurgaSoft online team, they have forwarded a message in the chat saying about this course contains details, payment process through online or through offline. So here, so this batch is an online batch. It's not an. So it is okay to head with full stack without any knowledge on Python. So is it okay to go ahead with full stack? Yes. See here, yes. Without knowledge on Python, right? Yes. So people see 2 months it takes for this, 2 months for this, totally 4 months duration, right? People who wants to go parallelly, it takes 2 to 2.5 months to complete everything, right? In Monday to Friday, it will be Python classes, Saturday and Sunday, right? You can go with web development, where Python web development doesn't require any Python knowledge. HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all this doesn't require any Python knowledge. When Python core completes, web development completes here. And Python advanced here, the Django framework, environment, all this simple web applications we will be developing, right? Yes. So daily 1 hour, it's a daily 1 hour class. And what are the offerings like? Daily you'll be getting the video. Every session is video recorded. You'll be getting the recorded video, and you'll be getting the notes. You'll be getting the assignments, tasks to work with, and WhatsApp group for the technical discussion, right? It's right. This every day you'll be getting the video, notes, assignments, tasks, and WhatsApp group, right? Yes. Any queries you got? This class will be from Monday to Friday. So, and one more thing, right? The timings of this batch, let me say, right? So for the first 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 10 p.m. But 10 to, okay, for the first 1 week to 10 days, but later the batch timing for this is starts at 9 p.m., 9 to 10. So first 1 week, 10 days, it may run at 10 o'clock, but later it will be at 9 o'clock, the batch timing up to the end of this course. Any queries, right? You can just unmute yourself and you can ask through voice also. So Karthik Kumar, no need to worry, everything will be given here, right? During this Python course, what all the prerequisites, right? What required, everything will be provided first.
Sir, notes like specifically talking about like whatever the topics we will be covering. So all those will be covered like specifically like maintained so that we can revise later on, like right?
Yes.
And okay, like under this 5,000, like the basic one, up to what point it will be covered? Like this data science, NumPy will be covered, right?
Yes, data science, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, everything up to that.
Okay, means whatever the is Django, and after that
No, that is
web
everything.
technology
Web,
will be covered into advanced portion.
yes,
Okay.
yes. So if you are taking separately, right, first after Python, if you are paying 5K now, later if you are paying for this web development, the Django and 7K, it will be separately. But if you take total as a single payment, that 10K is.
Okay, got it.
Any other queries, right? Anyone? So yes.
Yeah, just I want to know what is different between
Python Flask and Django.
See, there are many frameworks for Python. Django, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, TurboGear, right? Yes.
Yeah.
So all these are the like Bottle framework is there, Pyramid is there, Django is there, right?
Yes.
TurboGear. But Django, among all these, right? Django is more flexible. It is providing more flexible options. We don't need to write the
Okay.
code. It is creating the .py files already. So no, we don't need to write the code. We need to make the necessary changes. So very flexible features it is providing with very less coding. It has got its own database like SQLite 3 as compared with other things, right? And
Okay. Okay. And our class will be Monday to Friday,
yes,
daily 1 hour.
yes,
And how much month it will take? 4 months, including Django also. Web.
yes, if you are going one after the other, but if you want, if you go parallelly, right? 2.5 it takes.
Okay. So parallel means how? I didn't understand parallelly.
Got it?
No, parallelly we are running with some other class or the same class will continue.
No, no. Say 1 second. You're talking about what? This is separate batch, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Means you're talking
No,
about
I'm talking you said parallelly. So parallelly, so you are
parallelly
writing.
means Monday to Friday. Monday to
Yeah.
Friday, you will be attending Python. And if people, anybody
Okay.
wants to do parallelly, right? In weekends, Saturday, Sunday, web
Okay.
development, Django, they can attend parallelly, right? Weekdays,
Okay.
this Python, weekends, that parallelly, they can go with the web development and Django. Once you get enrolled, right? You can attend any of my batch for web development or Django batches.
Okay. And one option is after Python advanced core. After that, we can continue the Django also, the same
Yes,
backup,
that is
right?
also, yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Hi, I have a question. So, do you think whatever the knowledge we gain through this training will be sufficient to go ahead for AWS, or do we need to learn anything more?
Yes. See here, it's not a 45 hours, just one and a half month hour, like with 70 to 75 hours, right? So I'll be
Mm-hmm,
discussing about the modules, different
mm-hmm,
types of modules, how to import, different ways of importing, normal import from import, and different models related to different domains like data science modules, big data modules, database
mm-hmm,
modules, OS modules, graphic modules, regular expression modules, how to explore them, how to get the help on a particular module. The same way,
mm-hmm,
tomorrow, if you work on any other module, you can explore those modules. Then Python is
mm-hmm,
going to help you with the syntax, right? Yes.
mm-hmm. So, are you going to provide the notes for whatever you cover in the classes, regular sessions? Are you going to provide any notes for that?
Sample notes, yes. Say yes, I'll be
Yeah.
forwarding the notes, right? Someone asking, can
Okay.
you get the notes or not, right? Check it here.
Yeah.
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
I will show you, right? Someone asking like, oh, how is the notes? Okay, I'm batch. So here Python total notes. So topic wise introduction, data types, input output, operators, if else, for loop. For example, anything, right? With many working examples. For example, take this for loop. Right. See, many examples I'll be discussing. Nearly like 17 examples I discussed in this.
So
Any
one
doubt
quick question. So
on
while
this?
making payment, do we need to mention the batch timings or how does it work? So I want to continue with this batch, which is 12:30, I mean 10 p.m. IST.
So
So do we need to?
one second I'm saying that for 1 week, 10 days it
Mhm.
will go at 10 p.m. But later the timing of it batches 9 p.m. IST.
9 o'clock. Yeah,
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 and
that would be good.
here if you see in the screenshot, right, they have
Mm-hmm.
provided some mail ID, right? Can you see that mail ID? Like
Uh-huh.
DURGASOFT online training at the rate gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
So you are
So do we
supposed
need
to,
to mention the batch timings or just to make
yes,
a payment is sufficient?
one second. You are supposed to send the screenshot of your payment to that mail ID. DurgaSoft online training, and you can mention that timing also for 9 a.m. Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
So this,
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Go
Sir,
ahead.
if it is 10 to 9, it will be okay. But suppose after 10-15 days, if you say the batch you have to adjust with 7 p.m., 6 p.m. like that, then it will be difficult for us.
6 p.m.,
Okay,
7 p.m.
actually, we preferred this timing. That's why I joined in this batch.
6 p.m., 7 p.m. There are no batches. There are no.
No, I'm not talking about today.
So
After
one
few
second,
days, 50.
one second. So clearly before your payment only, it is not right. After the payment, I'm not. Before the payment, it's clearly intimating, right? That's to make you people clear, right? So first
Yes,
1
yes.
week, 10 days, that's why it is clear. And up to the end of the course, the same timing, 9 to 10 only.
A few days back, you started at 7 p.m. also, I suppose, 4-5 days back.
7
One
a.m.
batch, 7
7 a.m.
p.m. One batch
7
start.
a.m. 7 a.m. It's going on. Not
7 a.m. 7 a.m. Okay.
still it's going on, right?
This time is also okay, 10 p.m. because
Here, one second. Yeah, as you said, right? There was not 7 p.m. It is 7 a.m. batch. It's still going on, right? It's other batch.
okay. Okay,
Hello.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, Vijay sir. So I'm with this side. So, hello, I'm audible.
Yes.
So just wanted to know, like, to learn the Python, you should know any other earlier programming language knowledge, or like.
No. I said that people with zero programming and non-programming can easily update, right? For those people, yesterday and tomorrow session you attend once. So people who are from non-program, if everyone try to attend the session tomorrow also at same time at 10 p.m. with the same link, I will show you like comparison of Python code with other language, how simple is Python statements, lengthwise, complexity-wise, you can just compare it, right? I'll show you some sample snippets of Python, right? Sample codings of Python, how simple, not even a single word which is complex you see within that Python code. Right?
Because I am basically from a telecom background, and currently, like, as you know, like 5GC is now the hot cake. So
Python is, see, 1 second, like English alphabets, next words, next sentences, paragraphs, right?
yeah,
Consisting some a big story, right? In the same way here also, like alphabets, words, sentences, the basics, one by one you need to explore it. Okay, what are the alphabets? And what are the words? What are the sentences? And later totally a big code application will be built from it. So whenever any functionality comes, right? You should be able to analyze it, okay, what it is. So every day, right, whatever is discussed, you need to do it practically without seeing, right? And also some assignments tasks will be provided, you can be doing it. It's not like Python is not a complex programming language, right?
okay, thank you.
So this is the series, these are all the notes, right? Yes. Within that, right, if you open any of this also, right, for example, oops, part 1, you'll see many topics, many this, see all this, right, in this way. So that's why I was saying, okay, if you see people who go for Django, right? So Django applications creations, I said 15 to 20 applications will be developed. See this Django apps creations. So see this my project 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 15 to 20. I said more than 20. We take any batch, right? Django apps 2. So like 15 to 20, more than this, right? Yes. Yeah, any other queries, right? Yes, tomorrow also you can attend the session, same time using the same link, right? To see more on this, yes. Right?
Sir, one last question from my side. Like tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. batch is going to start, right? Correct me.
Yesterday started.
Today, okay.
Yesterday,
Tomorrow, 6.
yesterday and today, there was a demo session today, right? Morning 7 a.m. batch also going. Yes.
Okay. So like if I want to for my timing related, so I can join 7 a.m. batch also, like, right? Like instead of this batch.
Yes, you can also go with that also. So
Okay,
no,
means this batch means uh,
so
yeah,
today,
means the more.
people,
Morning batch has just started, you are saying.
no, just there was a demonstration, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
yesterday and today there was some demonstrations at morning 7 a.m. It's a separate batch, morning batch, this evening batch.
Okay,
So,
okay.
so
So means
like the
same
people,
content is going on likewise.
yes, same content will go, same Python only, right? For the students who are unable to prefer, right? Night, evening, you can attend in the morning. And for example,
Okay, okay.
many people, if there is any change in the shift, in the your job shift, right? Suddenly, if your
Mhm.
job shifting is changed, you are unable to attend 9 p.m. That case, you can go with 7 a.m. or any other batch, right? It's the morning which I am taking. Yes.
Okay, yeah, got it. I will talk with the management
Yes.
regarding the same.
Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
Will we get the links to the other batches also, sir?
No,
Like
no.
a 7 a.m. batch?
You will be attending, but if you are any due to some reason you are unable to attend in the evening, or you lost some days because of some illness or because of some reasons you didn't attend, you can go with other batch. If you have got discontinued with this batch, you can go with other batch, right? Of morning.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Once for Django or this web development, right? Full stack people. Once you get enrolled, next if there'll be a WhatsApp group created, right? In that WhatsApp group, they'll be posting when is the next Django batch going to start. You can attend any of my batch once you got enrolled, right? Yes.
We can also attend Django after this. I mean, after this class is over, right? I mean, Python core and advanced. That is also possible, right?
Most of the Django batches will be on Saturday and Sunday,
Okay.
because it doesn't mean that some batches are there. For example, today, okay, I'm starting this batch. People may choose Python only, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, only 10% of the people may choose that Django, or 20%. So,
Right.
but that's the thing for all them, Saturday and Sunday for all the batches, morning batches, evening batches, all the batches. Saturday, the Django batches will be kept, right? And that too, why Saturday means if you're developing an application, this 1 hour won't be sufficient. So that's why we go with 2.5 hours on Saturday and 2 to 2.5 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Step by step, we'll be showing you the application solution.
I can also take it after completing this course also, right?
Yes, yes. Once you get enrolled, you can attend any of my after now itself you can take, or 1 month, after 2 months, after 3 months, right? You can attend.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so if I'm done with your queries, I'll sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Same link, right? To see more on this, right? Tomorrow it's not duplication to whatever discussed. It's continuation from where we have stopped, right? Okay. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.